Yo, they were straight up chanting OpTic PRED, bro. No bullshit. They were straight up chanting that.
Let him hear you.
I'm tired of this drum. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This drum's actually getting corny now. He has no rhythm, too. He has no rhythm.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, your very own OpTic Texas. Gozi, Dashi, Shotzi, and...
Look, you see how Ghosty walks out? Look.
I mean, the vibe could not be any better. We thought we got a treat earlier. We were treated a second time, but I don't know if I'm a player on that stage. I might be shaking a little bit with my owner coming to bang the drum. Again, another elimination match faces the OpTic Texas at their home stand. They have the chance, they have the fire, and they have the green wall on their feet. Let's see if they can get through Seattle. Straight to Bryson time, let's get it started.
It's like Hook when he came with LAG and he's
thank
like...
you very much, Ali. We are ready for this game.
It's one that's been long in the making. In attendance.
You may have missed it, they're quite subtle with it.
As you can see right now, every single kill, every single chow, roars will erupt from the crowd.
I'm so sorry, OpTic, but fucking Pred's about to have his way, bro. This is a proving series for Pred right now. This is exciting.
Seattle better at being dirty. We'll have to find out. This map is almost ready, Ton.
Here we go, Hydro coming.
Oh, they're playing this swimming map, bro. I already know what shots you got to do.
An interesting one. We see an OpTic today. Not looking too bad on in Seattle. It is usually their auto veto, but they are getting better. The holding rank percentage looks fantastic for Surge, but their problem is rotations. They're at the low end of things. OpTic Texas, a good opportunity to take map number 1 here, I think.
All right, here we go. Texas.
Oh, is OpTic PRED going to make a name for himself?
Let's find out who gets better technically. At the moment, we're going to see OpTic on the slightly less preferred side. Most teams want to stay. Battle for P1
That shit's fucking tilted, but it's all good.
Shotzi loves a bit of water play.
Shotzi typically on this map dropping over about a 1.15. He's always the guy looking for those routes for this team.
Or should pay attention to this Hydro.
Seattle Surge, resolute so far. Plenty of those have been coming through as well. Ghosty with a team kill. Hoop will find one onto Pred, but it's decent time for OpTic Texas to kick things off on P1. Accuracy answering back. For Surge, that's not too bad. 20 seconds to go here on P1. Got P2 control.
One of the biggest things here is that realistically, Surge are never going to hold this
very long.
Surge
already worried about P2 spawns.
They're going to be outnumbered. For Texas,
I need
it's
some
about
cold
time.
water for this, sorry.
OpTic will soak every single second they can out of it. We know P2's a hard break. The Navy SEALs are in attendance. They are sending their front man, their speed, all the way around the water. And Seattle, do they have the bodies and the guns to take them down?
Shotzi with the first one, so that might just open things up here. Ghosty will find a second. Mac needs to find something, as Dashi will find another clean break for OpTic Texas. Worst case scenario for Seattle Surge. You let a lot of time leak over towards P1 to lock this down, and you lose it immediately.
Turns out OpTic like big game players. Seattle really let that one slip as well. They should have realized the water route was coming in, but they went too passive. They went too far back, and OpTic continue to milk every single second out of this P2. And for Seattle Surge, all that you sacrificed has come to naught because the rotation is lost, and maybe the next one too. Look at the mini-map.
Some good scrap time coming in here for Surge.
Get majority time
what's going to happen over towards the other side of the map though. Shotzi is taking his time as Ghosty will find 2. Shotzi surviving.
I wonder if they
this
like took in the corner. They're like, hey, if you ever want to join OpTic,
gunfight, but he's just waiting for the rest of the team to get over. Spawn out there for Surge as well. It's a healthy lead for OpTic Texas.
Here he goes. OpTic speed demon himself. The master of movement. The maestro are finding the gap, and he finds the first and gets straight back out of it. Get movement all the way around. And Shotzi just causes problems everywhere he goes. OpTic kicking this one into high gear already today.
And I was going to mention before we got over here, OpTic Texas not having a lot of luck, but it does come down to breaking P3. But immediately, the doors are bust wide open. OpTic Texas now in a prime position to get some good time here. You've got Surge towards the back, the kills just about going the way of Surge though. Mac and Pred moving tight.
At this point, Seattle Surge are going to have to either up the tempo or try to stop OpTic's You can see them still battling around this point. The spawn will go to OpTic, but obviously it's bad spawn for this
This is
next
a proving
rotation.
series for Hoop too, bro. You're going against a guy who's going to potentially replace you, bro. You gotta tee up.
Over towards the side of OpTic Texas.
You gotta be like, nah, buddy, this is my fucking spot.
It's one spawn out for Surge, but crucially the rotation does belong to the Seattle side. Look towards the scoreboard so far. Accuracy with a nice start. The AR is gonna have to lock down some good time for his team here.
Here he goes. Shotzi the seal. The man in the water. Again, he keeps finding the routes. He's staying alive. And this time, Seattle Surge cannot afford to let it slip. Last time they had P2, but Hugo's joined him.
Big win in the back.
Erupting from the water again with his teammates in OpTic. They find the break again.
Oh!
Seattle Surge hold nothing against them. They have broken through. They have won the gunfight. They will take the time as their prize. And the same old story, Seattle Surge are going to have to put some pressure on and hit the rotation again.
And that whole percentage for Surge is just suffering massively now. OpTic Texas, that's 3 breaks in a row. Seattle Surge need to lock themselves in here. That's been great time for the side of OpTic Texas. Surge though, for all that they have been broken multiple times.
Look against
You're not
PRED.
that far
No,
away,
PRED is
considering
in the
how
water.
dominant OpTic have been. In terms of finding these breaks, Shotzi's been massively influential. We were talking about in the green room today. He looks like he's on fire as we head into the later stages of this tournament. Shotzi now trying to find another break.
If people start fucking vetoing it, then not another might be in trouble.
Pressure through. Dashi and Hugo going to be here as well. Mac gets gunned down.
They don't really
The
play
trades
other
eventually go to
maps.
Seattle. They don't have the bodies. The spawns are towards the back. OpTic try to reinforce. And they just keep playing through the water.
Stop swimming.
Very
Stop
good at
it.
here on high.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa! Almost got a little bit too naughty, but PRED converts.
He can't be getting one start against OpTic at all,
Just a
bro.
little bit. This is crucial time for Surge now, because the manner of how they've lost a lot of these hills is not
This
really
is
been
a
working out in
proving
their
series
favor.
for
Breaks
fucking
coming in
PRED,
OpTic
bro.
Texas,
This
but
is
sloppy play from
this
Surge.
is the
Gonna be
series.
broken again, but only for 20
You need
seconds or
to
so.
like.
Last time
This story
around,
cannot be
we were
written. I
over
thought the
towards
bracket was
P1
going the other
for
way
the
around,
first
so I
time.
thought
Locked
Surge
down
wasn't
this
going to get
P2
OpTic,
rotation.
but
They locked in some
it
decent
actually
time of your OpTic
went
Texas
the way
at
that
P1,
actually made
but
fucking
already.
sense.
Like,
I
Spike's
thought
starting
like
to
the
go
bottom
down
team
towards
plays like the
P2.
lower
Gonna start on
team on the
going
bracket,
through
but
Shotzi,
they
what
like
he's been doing.
completely
He's
switched
been
it
doing
up.
every single hill, and that's getting behind Surge.
But surely, Surge have got to recognise this at some point. Hey, we haven't seen Shotzi now. Eventually, Sid will see him.
This would have been
Man is entering his
OpTic
flow state.
versus
First
FaZe or
rotation,
OpTic
he's only
versus
died 5
Surge,
times.
so
They still
really
can't
not
catch
easy
him.
match.
He's slippery.
Either way.
He's here. He's gone eventually, though. But OpTic won't get the spawn off the back of it. What they have done is got the time. They push Seattle back once again, and it keeps getting further away.
And if you can't get P2 spawns, well, let's just try and get as much time as we can on P1. Seattle have just about rebuffed that idea for the side of OpTic Texas. Dashi with one onto the point, looking to try and scrap in the middle of the map. Gunfight's going to go on towards Ruins. PRED with an important gunfight his way. Shotzi already on the routes, but it's not too bad for OpTic. Yeah, okay, you don't have P2 rotation. Seattle had this last time around, but remember what happens. Every single time OpTic Texas have broke Seattle. Can they do it again?
This time they call it swimming. Shotzi eventually figured out here. They'll probably commit to it again.
Sure does start
But
turning
this
it
is
around
everything
here.
now for Surge. Last time around,
I hate
they
watching
put up
this
a P2,
map.
they lost
Like,
it.
Fortress
so
Hardpoint's way more interesting than this.
OpTic have a dominant lead
I
at this
just
point in the game.
hate the water
Seattle must
routes
hold the
all
door,
the
they
time,
must
bro. You
hold
literally
the
can't keep track.
fortress. Let's find if they can do it for the Seattle Surge. Listen in.
Top go big, top go big. One shot. I heard you. He's sitting right on. Heard you. Close time. Fuck. Close time. No trophy on top, guys. Nate.
I'm rotating. That's all you guys.
One shot front.
I spawned you. They're all over you.
Yeah, one's gonna be on new though. One gonna P3 spawn.
He's new. He's top new right here. Top new on the plat.
Kyler's going around the back.
Okay.
Oh no, the one shot Ghosty. He
Pull
pushed
it
up
backstairs.
you.
Backstairs. Kyler one shot. Back gen. He's about the gen. One bullet in green. He went in green. Okay.
I'll go through that forward.
I spawned here. One's green still. Alright, one more. Kyler's the guy green.
Yeah, he's inside green right now.
Front door. He's front cubby, Ghosty.
I'm flanking the guy green.
Front cubby. Watching palm cross.
Where'd he go?
Front left cubby. Front door of time. Front door of time. Wait. Front door of time.
Front tools on me.
I spawned at the back. We're good.
I stunned him. Pause. I see him. He could be in the water.
Out of the back, guys.
He went swimming. Okay, I
Yeah,
have
one's
front door.
about to hop up cages. Swimming.
P1 check, Mac, P1 check.
I have my front. One more cages. One more hopped up.
Cages at P1 check.
Back green.
Is he green?
Yes.
In green cubby. In green Kyler. Backdoor hill
I'm
Kyler.
flanking the P1.
Okay. Kyler's backdoor hill.
P1, one shot, top P1. He's hopping up front door now. Going
Okay.
bottom front door.
Pipes, bro. Call up pipes.
Front door. One shot dead. Nice. 2-2.
I don't see him on time. I'm hitting pipes.
Yeah, I'll stay back. He's got him in the water on the right.
He's lost of time. He's front left, you want fight.
And Seattle Surge just cannot get that genie back into the bottle. They are being broken every single time.
Call of
they
Duty's
try.
came a
They
long way
cannot
because
win
now
the
we're getting called.
gunfights.
It's like
They
he's
cannot hold the
swimming.
rotation.
I got him.
The spawns are theirs and they're not.
He's swimming.
They
If I
have
heard them
to
Black
find
Ops
a
2, I'd be like,
different gear.
what?
OpTic, Texas in lethal range.
And that's the
Swimming
crazy thing. We
where?
talked about Surge. Their hold and break percentage has been phenomenal when it has come down to Hydro. Rotations have been great this time, but they've been able to get no holds so far. They've not kept it within touching distance. OpTic Texas have been phenomenal. Hook and Shotzi having phenomenal games has been a big reason for that. Looking like some decent time being held by Surge. OpTic Texas not far away.
Seattle's going to have to start winning some gunfights. You are correct there, the SMGs.
The play.
OpTic Texas have been burning, but Seattle Surge, a breath, a relief here for just a few seconds. Do OpTic commit to this? Do they look to take even more scrap time away? The pressure will always be on Seattle at this point. A rotation for Surge may help them get back.
And OpTic Texas looking to just try and keep them in here. You can see the setup in the minimap in your bottom left corner. They don't want Surge out of this corner of the map, but two gunfights are won by the Seattle boys. Dashi can find one, but PRED on the relocation over towards the next hill.
Great time.
Trying to find the wrap. He's been so
Now, what are they
influential
gonna do
for
on
the
this
Seattle
one?
team. That is pretty much a full 60 over towards P4 for Seattle. Definitely within touching distance now, but OpTic Texas, first one's here. Over towards Tin. Got to win these next few gunfights.
OpTic got deep in this hill. They've got bodies everywhere. Duke staying alive. Eventually will go down to Mac. PRED ready to pounce on a shot. He's looking every single different way, and he's found the kill. Cruise missile
clean.
for him as well. They have
they
broken
broke that
through here at
shit.
this point.
Clean
Not
kills.
a kill to be found for OpTic. We've seen comebacks already here at the major. Is there another
Look
one
at them
being
by
born right
20
in front of
even if
us?
they
There's a
hold all
100-point
this,
difference
but
at one stage in this
They
game.
actually might be getting broken.
It is still 50, but Seattle Surge have picked up the majority of the
Why are they
time in
going
the
for the
last
guy in
two
the
hills.
back
Hook
at
now
this
just trying to
point?
find her out, but surprise, surprise, accuracy is behind you, holding the spawn down. That's two big kills for Lamar. Shotzi trying to find a
Big
break
kills
himself,
from
but he's the
Seattle,
only one
bro.
from
They're
OpTic who can
cleaning
answer.
them.
15 seconds to go here on the second
These are
rotation of
clean
hills.
sweeps.
It's all about this transition
This
to
is
P1
great time,
in holding
too.
down the spawns with P2 if you need it. Seattle Surge are breaking 200. It is going to be a 15-point game by the time
Why
we
are
head
they
over
always going
towards
for
this third
scrap?
rotation.
P1 and P2
All the
is where
time, bro.
OpTic has made so many points in
does
this
this shit
game already.
all the time.
They have the position
Is he
for
doing
it
it
as
to
well.
get a
They
better
have a
spawn?
Q.
They got
They have a ghost.
split
This
spawns on
man
them,
is
which is
gunning
just fucking
and
weird.
still moving forward. Not quite getting
number
the
two
time
got bad
away
time
yet.
there.
3 down for it. The spawns may have flipped. It's trouble here for OpTic. They have to dig this out now as well. Duke will find the first. Ghosty will find the second and third
number
going
one got a
forward.
big kill.
They can now bleed P1 for all it's worth.
They can just about win here at P1 as well. Continuing to lock this time in, and the more they get, the harder it gets the Surge to win this game. Shotzi will find 2 of his own though, continuing to lock this time down. OpTic Texas, 15 seconds away from the win. PRED has to call this in.
He's called it. He's trying to get that player on the flank as well. There's going to be no trophy there for them. You cannot win it now here if you're OpTic, but you have the spawns, the possibility, the chance to end this game on P2.
You gotta go, bro.
The opportunity is there. Can Surge find the route?
looks so magical.
P2 popping. OpTic in control. OpTic time on the board. Can PRED find anything? Dashi,
Watching
Shotzi. They're opening it
the
up.
water
OpTic
route.
Texas are 10 away. from
Aquaman
one
has to watch the
And here we
Aquaman
go,
route,
the
you know?
guns are banging. The crowd is screaming,
yeah,
it's
they
5
will.
seconds. It's a mile away from Surge. The first map is falling with accuracy. Tries to jump in, but he can't. And the first blood in this series will go to OpTic Texas. They
That was a
allow a
weird
little
high
bit of a
point,
comeback.
honestly.
They allow the dreams of Seattle Surge to blossom in this game. And then brutally put
Because
it
if you
down.
play them on like
P1,
Hotel or
P2,
Mercado, it's probably like that's probably curtains.
Rotations
honestly.
for Surge. So good the entire game. But couldn't hold a goddamn thing. Shotzi and Hook, every single time we're on those rotations for the first 3 quarters of that game, we're finding kill after kill. They were hiding in corners you wouldn't expect and disrupting Surge at every single given opportunity. And I just want to point out one thing here. Objective kills for Hook sitting at 13. Nearly drops 30 himself as well. Finding the kills in the important places
Big
of
map
your
for
Hook
Hook
is a
against PRED.
massively important job to do. And he does that job to
That's
the
a big
highest of
proven map.
levels. 2 kills, 4 deaths. Big one from him.
All right, let's see.
OpTic Texas, can
Big
you
map.
find yourself 2-0 up, or will Seattle
I
tie
got the
again?
Ben and Jerry's.
Well, one more time into the breach, my dear friend.
Look at
Let's
that
find
flavor
out
too.
how
That
this
shit
goes.
fire.
Dashi on the cross and almost catches Fred
Yep.
already. The wall bank from Sim is not going to get him. It does force
It's basically
Dashi
like
a little
Reese's
bit further
ice cream.
back, and this might be perfect
Perfect for
play.
this big S&D.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dashi finds the first blood.
Does his job to absolute perfection. Needs to just stay alive over towards that side of the site.
I'm
Press
just playing
from
with
OpTic Texas.
confidence,
Yeah,
bro.
we're on the way.
Fuck it, they beat Surge. I mean, they're
Now
looking like
Seattle,
a different
no
team
bomb
now.
down. 2 teammates gone. You need a miracle. You need a prayer. You need something in this situation. OpTic hold all the cards, all the keys. What is there left for Surge?
Not a great deal. This is their only opportunity. Bomb now down. Over towards their side, you can get in the bedroom, try and play something there. But you can already see Dashi ready and waiting for the rest of his teammates to make the move. And there's another one. 2 for Bruce. And now, a 1 versus 4. I don't think PRED, even with his ability, will manage this one.
I think he's got called out as well. Dashi knows exactly where it's going to be. Has to get away from it. If I'm going to be the Fuji, trying to find the thread. Not going to get it. OpTic lock it down. Every single gun barrel aimed at bedroom.
Okay.
You got to give some credit there to
Okay.
Dashi. Straight off the rip. Not a beat missed.
So important that he finds that first kill. If that bomb goes down, it's a very different story to what we have going on in that round. Just a little throwback to Seattle Surge, actually not playing this map a lot. Of course, for OpTic Texas, they haven't played it a lot either. But Surge were looking really good on this map until they played up against the side of FaZe beforehand. 12-3 in round count until they went up against FaZe, where they lost to 6-3. So they will still be feeling good about their hotel. That's a few rounds in a row they've now lost in overall against all competition. Need a look in tight, get around to steady the nerves, and that's not going to help things. Shotzzy, first blood.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
Witchy.
looking around, but I just
Oh,
saw
Africa
happened.
here. There's
Damn,
nothing
look at
going
this.
away of Surge. And there's a third player
Whoa.
down.
Fucking
Accuracy.
Seattle's like checked right now.
Last alive, it's another 1v4 for Seattle. He finds the first and the second. What was that? Gets tagged up, 20 health in a dream. Running,
Oh, no.
gunning.
I forgot the second goal should have backed the other way.
Got a little bit scary for just a second,
How come he went
especially
forward?
considering who's the one firing the gun there. Accuracy in those situations, it's not many better. He's trying to get away. He gets away, then you've got a different story. Seattle Surge need to start turning up 2 players without even firing a bullet that's going to hit anybody
Dang.
on the side of OpTic Texas so far. Accuracy.
It's getting
sitting
real
at
out
2
here.
and 2. The only
It's
one
getting
on
real out
Seattle
here
to
for
find
sure.
a kill in the first 2 rounds.
For show.
They need to answer back very, very quickly here, because this is getting in danger of getting out of hand, I would say, at this stage. OpTic Texas, you've got the crowd behind them. Feeling good. 1-0 up in the series, 2-0 up in the Search and Destroy. Stun check now coming out. Surge, what's the play? You got to change it up. Another first blood for Shotzzy.
Seattle Surge now have
Oh, there-
another one go down.
Not a
How
good,
is he getting away
not a good
with
phone
this?
for OpTic PRED.
Accuracy eventually gets the trade they so desperately
And OpTic
need.
Sib as
Seattle
well.
Surge, 2 versus 3. Another clutch situation for them.
Damn.
1 versus 3.
We're dying one by one at
versus
this
2.
point.
Maybe a bit easier for accuracy
Actually,
this
gotta
time
roll the
around.
troops they had there.
He's got Dashi with his
And the
sniper
Ma
to
has to be
contend with,
like, yo.
as well as Hook. Bomb
I'd
now
actually fucking go
down
the
for
other way,
Accuracy.
honestly.
Found a
I'd
good
actually
position to find
take that
himself
shit
in.
out.
Has dead silence as well. This is so doable
And
for
just
the
fucking
Iceman
camp
himself.
back P2 for a while.
Now,
He's in a good spot because they're actually both going on the
Patience
back,
is a
so never
virtue.
mind, I was wrong.
and it may be the benefit in this round. Can he find the 1v1s? Can he hold the nerve? Already going for it as well. Sees 1 and 2. Playing time, waiting for it. It's a big count. No!
Dude, that's disrespectful.
That's a pistol! He
That is
ripped the face off the
disrespectful.
Iceman!
Dude, he didn't give a fuck,
OpTic
bro. If he
Texas are
died, if he
delusional,
died there, it
confident
would have
right
been
now.
like,
1v2
it
and
would have been
Dashi's
like
like,
a
yeah,
tweak
I've got a
situation.
pistol.
He
I'm
just
flying
ran
now.
in the door like, nah.
That's 4 kills in the game now for Dashi. This is domination
Just
from the side of
cambered him with the
OpTic
jump,
Texas so far in
Dashi
the
with
search
the
and destroy.
trigger
Accuracy,
finger.
it's always backs against the wall in that situation.
He was eating.
But Dashi in that scenario
And
to
the
make that call
Ice cream's kind of soft now,
and
baby.
to work
Let's
out
go.
as well. OpTic. Is this the same team we've been seeing over this stage? I don't know, because right
It's
now
not.
they are looking pretty much unstoppable.
The team that could have fallen earlier in this tournament has found a new lease of life. That Chow was outrageous. I hope our replay operator's got it. I want to see it from the other point of view. Cute being aggressive, because basically his middle name at this point. OpTic looking for control.
Plenty of it is being given to them. Seattle Surge not able to answer. It is another first blood for Shotzi. That's 3 out of 4 rounds. Hook now looking for a kill on the Mac as well. Would he challenge it? You think he would. He's thinking about it, but the bomb in hand is Shotzi. Reign of terror continues. The SMGs of OpTic Texas are tearing
God
Surge apart.
dang, bro.
And I can't tell you what to think of this S&D, but I know numbers.
I know.
4-0 to Texas. And on the side of Seattle Surge, 0-4, 4-4, 0-4, 0-4. Accuracy, the only player who has found anything from Seattle. The rest of his teammates found nothing but tears.
It's
and
at
the
the hard
tears of the
regain.
green wall.
Hard regain.
They got to be feeling good about this one. We bigged it up as the biggest competition that OpTic Texas will face so far. But right now, they are making mincemeat out of Surge. Dashie nearly finding that one. 4 versus 4 still.
Everyone's going
Shotzi
for it.
the
Like,
ones
no one even
controlling,
shooting back.
roaming, hunting around the map. As Hook will find surely a kill here. Big stun comes through. PRED will find one for Surge. His first kill of the game so far. Accuracy answers back. This is looking like a round for Surge.
Something they have desperately needed. Being clutched up again here, we might as well end the series, but we'll see. OpTic playing patient, and Dashie whiffs the sniper. Still a 2 versus 4. Still plausible. 40 seconds on the clock.
Bomb is down. PRED now in a good position to shut this down, and it's looking like Seattle Surge will eventually get themselves on the board. Important thing to note here for the side of Dashie, 5 spree. He will want to continue that. He will want to add to that. Cruise missile in the back pocket is never a bad thing to have.
On this map, the
It's
cruise
never that
missile is
great
more
of a
for
thing to have
info
either,
or not.
realistically. The statistics say it's about 17% effective. But sometimes the information, sometimes the positioning is worth more than the kills it can find.
PRED's on
Dashie
Bro, this
will wait. I think the rest of the team now as well. PRED finds him.
this fucking peanut butter fucking fudge core, bro.
Everything they needed
Like the
there
cores that they
around
put on
and to
inside
take
these
him off of
things
the streak.
are like drugs,
There
bro.
may be life on that
They're
side of the
so good.
stage. We'll have to get David Attenborough in to find out.
3 kills for PRED in that round. Not many people would have got that reference, but you know, we'll ride with it anyway. OpTic Texas is still in a commanding position in this Search and Destroy. A commanding position in this series. As mentioned, PRED eventually gets himself on the board with 3 kills in that round. We'll be looking to continue that spree. The crowd still buoyed by the performance of OpTic Texas so far. Look at this now from Surge. It's the default aggression. Over towards the defensive side.
Oh, he's going rogue.
You can't do that. You can't do
He's
that.
going rogue.
I
Oh
know he wasn't
no.
moving that fast, Fred. He was
Oh, the
stunned. He
chat's
can't
gonna be
just
like
knife around
sabotage.
teammate because he's in the way. And just
OpTic
when
PRED,
Seattle
bro.
Surge
No
felt like
way.
maybe
No
they could regain.
way.
They get a team kill. They're now down 2 versus 3. Pressure onto the teammates. Can
No
they find
way.
a miracle? No! Dashie guns. Accuracy, the Iceman again in a clutch situation. Not made a single one, and down he falls.
No way.
5-1 to OpTic. And this is starting to look like beating down.
This is dominant. I mean, PRED making
He's
those
an undercover
mistakes. You can't
agent,
let it
bro, I'm
happen. We'll
telling
see
you.
it again. I don't think many Australians or Seattle Surge
He's
fans
an
will wanna see
undercover
this
agent,
one.
for sure.
Oh,
Undercover
that's
agent.
unfortunate. And I think PRED lost full as well. Straight into the Chow, doesn't get it.
Dude.
And the crowd is chanting something I don't want to repeat right now. But Seattle Surge have found nothing but misery here in this hotel.
Oh.
And down PRED falls.
That's a fourth.
Shotzi first blood.
It's a 4th first blood for Shotzi in this game. Pulling out the AR, it doesn't matter what it is. He is finding everything
Fucking
on this
Shotzi's
map
looking like a
now for
beezy with
OpTic
his first
Texas. 4v3 for the map and a 2-0 lead.
Now, we sell the dream. We talk about can Seattle come back. It is more than a mountain to climb. It is more than anything for them. And you can see that bomb is going to go down. Dashie's going to know. They threaded the needle and he's let him through as well. Still a potential here for Seattle. The stun is going to hit. Matt still trying to play his life.
More than just a potential, but Hook wins to come fight on the other side. Accuracy playing the island. He's been wiped off it by a tidal wave of OpTic players. Simple find one, Tashi finds another.
Oh.
It's all down to Mac now in the 1 versus 3, now 1 versus 2.
Gotta wait for it, gotta wait for it! Tashi comes in
This
again!
is too smart for that shit.
It's carnage on the main stage! As OpTic Texas just kicked the teeth out of Seattle Surge.
God damn.
It was not a competition for OpTic. I think they like tough.
Yeah, I don't have to regain and bounce back.
Domination from the word go. First bloods all over the place for OpTic Texas. 4 for Shotzi, 1 for Tashi, 1 for Hook. Seattle Surge barely even showed up. That is dominant from the side of OpTic, who are now in prime position to see themselves on Sunday at their
Seattle
own
need to
major.
just go outside
and you
and
would have thought,
breathe.
based on what we've seen from this squad,
And just
over this
regain.
major, the criticisms have been
Everyone
plenty,
talk.
and the criticisms have been
Because you can still come
deserved.
back.
But right
There's
now,
a Fortress
they
hardcore and a
look
Fortress
like a
S&D in this.
completely different
Like,
squad.
what the heck?
2 to the good, and looking fantastic heading to the rest of this series.
Well,
Dang.
last time we were here in Texas at the OpTic Major.
OpTic PRED not
Very
showing
famous
up
photo
today.
of Dashi went around floating.
And probably the game he has to
above
show
the
up in the
stage.
most.
I guess you could say he's doing it again. 8-1. 5-1
He's probably like
for
demoralized about that phase game. Like, man, I did
Seattle
everything
Surge
and we
found
didn't win.
nothing that game. And it's 2 to the good for OpTic Texas.
Still a route out here for the side of Seattle Surge,
Hotel,
of course.
Fortress,
Hotel Control
Fortress,
coming
jeez.
up, a solid control team themselves.
Jeez.
Fortress Hardpoint, of course, as well. We've seen them up against FaZe. Look good on that map. The Fortress Search and Destroy will be a feel-good map.
They can
as
make
well
it by
for the side of
Hotel
OpTic
Control.
Texas.
They got
know
2
at worst they have
Sesame
that
Street
map
maps back
under
to
their
back.
belts. They will be feeling super confident. This series is far from done, but OpTic Texas...
They can find their own attack. They can find the defense as well. And everybody who's a Seattle Surge fan right now is praying that this man goes to work.
Let's see if Fred can get something going here. Nobody alive over towards the bedroom side.
Alright,
Ghosty
let's see
finding
what this
2
Hotel
towards the
Control
back.
can bring.
But here comes PRED, Ghosty with another, and another as well. That's all 4 dead. Ghosty screaming in the comms right now, you best believe it. Seattle Surge retreat over towards A. OpTic are on the way.
PRED trying to find 2 but can't. And while that first tick will go through, OpTic are not letting Sleeping Dogs lie, and they'll get another kill as well. Shotzi finds it, actually gets that trade back. The second tick will come in now for them. And OpTic will slow down.
Oh my goodness.
Hugh is locked in.
It's looking like A is going to go over towards the side of Seattle Surge. I was about to say it was the side of OpTic Texas. It's felt like everything has been going their way. Fred alive over towards the bedroom side is going to potentially be a catalyst for Surge to get something going here. You can already see the extension from Shotzi. Are they going to call him out? They're going to find him indeed. Accuracy with that kill. Now Surge posturing themselves over towards B, spawning up close to it as well. A good opportunity here for Surge if they can find the kills.
They're looking for OpTic. You've got to be careful.
Oh my God!
You're great instead, and they find everything there. Seattle Surge will have to reset. They still have time. All is not
need
lost.
this, bro. Like, they need some momentum, bro.
Lives very even.
They need to get a
This one is
momentum
far
train. They're
from done.
checked.
Mac will find one, and look at the flag that potentially could be coming through. Accuracy will be looking to be slow and steady. Sib just kind of playing it like a defensive player here towards the bedroom side, waiting for OpTic to make their moves as the rest of his team makes the move over towards the backside. Next few kills are massive for the side of Surge. It's a big win for Sib.
And down he goes to Ghosty. OpTic not relinquishing control here for
kill.
a second. PRED finds the kill. They're onto the
Huge
point.
kills.
Actually finds another one.
Oh,
They've
this is
cleaned out
big.
bedroom. It's going to have to be Dashi to find something here as well. They're going
Up
to
on
know
him with
where
him.
he's
That guy's
located
gotta
into
go.
it, but he is going to get the gunfight. But PRED finds one as well. The first tick is now in for Seattle Surge.
Only 2 kills.
They have the body. Shotzi flying, diving, trying to play his life. Hugh finds one with a
Oh,
nade.
damn,
Shotzi
they're fucking
spraying
getting
all
away.
the teammates, and he continues
Oh,
to dive
that second
in
tick was
and be
big,
the
too.
hero they need. But is he stopping? Of course he is. And Simple fall as well. Seattle
7
Surge
versus 7.
cannot weather the storm.
7v7
This is like a
in the lives
fucking
department.
TDM.
It is a huge defensive hold from OpTic. Shotzi's just running around the mountain.
you
Maybe
gotta chill a
overheating
bit.
just a little bit. It's simple
That's
fighting.
overheat
Good
for
shots from
sure.
Tashi, but the chow will surely come in. Mac with the grenade. The shot's not good enough. Bruce locking down the back. Give him a second, not quite. Does get it with a grenade. 5v5.
This basically turns now to a
that was actually
30-second
pretty
game. Oh, yes, indeed. But they're on
typical
2
trade.
ticks
That's
away.
huge.
Through
they got
versus
it.
5. Dashy has to go huge. He has Ghosty with him. But time is ticking. It's gone. And Seattle Surge find
Great bounce
that
back
first
from
taste
fucking
of
Surge to
victory
get that.
that they have needed in so long. It comes down to the wire. And OpTic threw a
Drop them on their
hurricane at
offense.
them.
Okay.
But they prevailed. We have a game in our hands, and that should make you smile.
Accuracy speaking to his team. Calm and collected. Still at this stage.
That's a beatie right there. That's a
One
beatie.
piece, really nice attacking round from Surge. It was a little bit more frantic, of course, than OpTic's, which was a lot more clean. But they will more than happily take that round. Now onto the defensive side. OpTic, what's the play? It's looking like a big hit through mid. Surge got the positioning to deal with this. Can they find the gunfights? Can they find a defensive round?
Already a lot of pressure being applied across this map. OpTic do have the time underway here. Seattle a little bit wary of actually committing to this. You can see they're waiting. And that's probably because they're cleaning out bedroom. They're not going for this straight away. They might even go for it. A tall pop from Mac, who dives in, gets shotsy, but it's probably not going to be enough. The rest of Texas
This would
are
be a
here
big
in numbers.
defense if
Of course, with accuracy pushing
Seattle's
that
able
far
to
up, the
fucking win
numbers
this
for OpTic
3-1 and
Texas
actually get
are going to be
this
here. And they're going to be here constantly. Shotzi will find one on the Pred as the kitchen push now starting to come through. Sib just trying to chip away, but it is looking like it is going to go to the side of OpTic Texas. But Surge just trying to slow that down as much as they can. Mac will find one, and that is all. OpTic looking like they're going to get a hold of a time extended, a full 2 minutes. To have a look at B, and I tell you what, if Dasher keeps shooting like that, they're going to be in a nice spot. But Seattle Surge in a lot better position for the B defense than they were in the previous rounds. They never had bedroom control for the majority of that round. This time around, though, things are looking good. Accuracy staying alive, just trying to stop OpTic, find that flank through the spawn of the initial attack over towards A.
Here he goes. The freight train that is Hugh. Breathing down the necks of Seattle Surge. Finds the first. Looking for more. He knows he's going to be there. Finds the second as well. Still moving.
It's like the one map where offense is
so
really
good
doesn't
on this
work with
team.
fucking
As
defense.
Hugh tries to make the hero play. And so many kills found, but no progress.
And Sib goes huge for the squad there. Knows exactly what's going on. That's like 3 kills in a row now for Sib. Will he find any more accuracy to find one and get traded? But Sib was the one who found that kill in bedroom. There was a big engagement with an OpTic player. Found it, stayed alive, finds 2 more to hold down the site. The lives will truly in the favor of Seattle Surge right now, 16-11.
They have man advantage,
The
bro. They
setup
just
here
hit
from
a
Surge
slay out play
looks a
TDM.
lot more comfortable than it has done for quite some time. Dash is going to go for the challenge. It's a big hit here for OpTic.
And actually he's running scared. He knows
Good
there's
job
bodies
playing
there
alive.
everywhere. And he's trying to stay alive.
kill,
Finds
nice.
the first one in the Hugh. Slowing down the terrible flood of green wall that's coming for him.
Great flank
Preds
by
there
Pred. He's
arriving.
always flanking, bro. He's
Reinforcements for
ready
them
as
as well.
shit.
And it's got chaotic here towards the
he's
back of the
looking
spawn.
right
They're
by
trying to
that
find everybody. Ghosty finds another kill. This now bounces on a knife edge. Whoever finds it will shut this one down with time ticking away. But OpTic have bodies ready for it. Sib has to play his life in bedroom. It is their ball walking. It is their chance to stay alive. OpTic are onto the point. It's still Sib though. He has to be the hero for them. And he will not fall yet.
Still somebody on the point here for the side of OpTic Texas now. Dashi,
Guess they get
this
the
will be
other
a
guy
big
off the
kill
point,
to
bro. No
find.
bullshit.
Can't get it. Sib still cooking. Gets a little bit overzealous with that one, but he'll take it all day long. 4 lives now for the side of OpTic Texas. 20 seconds
big
remaining.
gunfight.
This would take something quite
Sorry to
special as
get
Pred
help.
will find one at the Ghosty. And this should be Surge for what feels like the very
he
first
went
time
clutch
in
up
this
there and he got a
series.
streak.
Somewhat in the lead.
They were calling out for a hero. And Sib arrived.
Great defense
Played
out of
bedroom
Surge.
like a
They
maestro.
actually needed that.
Refused
Now they can
to
fucking win
buckle
off
under
the
the
offense.
pressure. And they held. Seattle Surge have
A
held.
BD's words of wisdom.
I believe that's 4 ticks that time. OpTic have got. Keep an eye on that.
God, I just wanted to play like headquarters or some
They cannot
shit.
win this next round to get more ticks. And OpTic will be doing
Hotel
everything
controls
they
like the
can
only
to stop them.
pretty
To
good
be honest,
control map,
attack is
but
really,
like,
for the most part, better
honestly,
side
much
he
I watch
wants to
like
be
fucking
on.
domination, bro.
We're gonna have a very
I'd
quick
watch,
timeout,
I'd
guys.
watch
We'll be
fuck
back into the game the second
domination
the
or
game has been
control.
paused. We'll be back
No, not control.
imminently.
Domination,
Small technical
headquarters.
issue, but Seattle Surge
Literally any other
2-1,
game
super
mode.
good.
Fucking kill
And I can't
confirm,
overstate
bro. Do like
how
a
big
team
that
slayer,
first
bro, or
fight at
something.
Civil Lines over towards
Like
bedroom
fucking
side.
do
He had
TDM.
Mac
I don't
alongside
care,
of him.
bro.
Mac does die immediately.
Will you do
Sid
fucking
finds
kill
1,
confirm?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6
I'll be
kills
happy.
in that entire sequence, which is what wins Seattle the round. It is a lead for Seattle at 2-1. OpTic up in the series, of course. You guys at home will know that one. 2-0. They've been looking phenomenal so far.
Is there a pause?
And well, a little bit of an anticlimax as we wait for this game to get going again, but can't be overstated. Sib was the man with the plan. And we have got back into the game. Just a small adjustment of some headphones, I've been told. Nothing too major. Players back at it once again. No, an attack here to Surge. PRED finds 2 as well. Straight onto A, stopping the clock.
Starting to heat up in this game is PRED. Can't find that kill on Tadashi though, as OpTic now come back over towards A in numbers to try and slow down what is somewhat inevitable on these attacking rounds. Seattle looking good over towards the A side, but Ghosty in his prime position to potentially do something about it. My God!
Damn.
That is not an easy gunfight to make, and he made it look easy. Accuracy staying alive here towards A. OpTic maybe applying a little bit of pressure. They found the first kill here on the Sid. It's going to give them confidence to maybe push his tempo. As Shotzi flies across, he does go down. The rest of them not really being too
a hard
aggressive. They
control
might
point,
just
bro.
let Seattle Surge have this. Dashing Duke have found it. Matt will get 2 back. It's all saved. It's all good
OpTic's gonna
here
give
at the
it up.
major. But
All
still a
comes
little
down
bit
to
further
B
to go.
point.
They've got 3 ticks. I was going to say they've got 3 ticks. It's almost in. But 1 more tick here will tie it up. It'll go down to lives. 2 more ticks, defense for Seattle. 3 more ticks, game to Seattle.
Mark now on the pinch position. He could be the one that opens things up. Dashi will surely expect this challenge. He doesn't. Accuracy find 1. Ghosty
3
another.
down.
PRED will find the kill, and now there's 1 player left inside the bedroom. Of course, it is Shotzi to try and slow
they
things
got
down,
him.
but he goes down. Seattle Surge now. Huge opportunity
hopping
to
up one with
find a
them,
map
yeah.
in this series.
They don't have any trophies, bro. They're
Just
gonna
the
get
rain of
coordinated.
nades coming through for him, and Mac trying to stay alive. His body's flying at them at the same time. They're slowly getting through. Ghosty finds 2. Sib will get 1 back, and oh my goodness, Sib off the top rope. Guns
Oh,
him
they
out of
almost
his
got fucking
trousers.
2 ticks. They need
But
that
it's
second
not
tick.
going to be enough. Seattle do not get the second tick. They get nothing else from it. And OpTic can breathe.
They can breathe, but they don't
Can
have
we
the
get a
map
game 5? Just like the one
positioning.
time I want
Shotzi
a
with
game
big
5,
win.
because I'm probably not gonna watch like the
Pushing
brief
over towards the couch's
Legion
side now.
match
PRED
that much.
already on the flank.
Just
Hook's
gonna
ready
upload
and
fucking
waiting.
videos
Mac
as
will
that
find
one's going
another,
on.
but still no bedroom control for the side of OpTic Texas. Seattle Surge still putting the pressure on over towards B.
I finally have like
Second
my
tick.
fucking
It has
technique
come through
down
as
for
well,
all
but
my
they're not
uploading
looking for the
videos.
second tick. They're looking for
feels
the
good to be
win.
ahead.
But Shotzi arrives. Accuracy will find 1 more. Shotzi gets out with 2 health. Goes to the gunfight as well.
Dang.
Down he goes. Seattle Surge. They're now in here at the same time. Cube will fall.
Oh, they
PRED
got
has
it, they got
arrived.
it.
And that is going to be Seattle Surge taking the
Oh.
control away from
That's a good
OpTic.
map from Surge.
They
We're going to
waited
Fortress
until map number
Hardpoint. This is
3
gonna be
to hit
lit,
the
actually.
afterburners.
Fortress Hardpoint's actually about to be turned.
But they will
No
not
lie.
be broken here. The first
Shit's
2
about to be
maps,
twisted.
well, the first was close, the second really wasn't. But signs of life on the main stage.
Really good performance from Seattle Surge. Just constant in their pressure on the attack. So often, when they find that bedroom kill, they grab
This
a
match
hold
will
of
be
it
over
and
by, like,
run with it for an absolute
7
mile.
p.m.
A
my
really
time, and then the last 2 is
strong
probably another hour,
performance
so
from
like
them, and what
8.
you want to see if you're a Surge fan is
8,
PRED
8:30.
with a 3 in front of that number.
Damn, it's a
30
long day of
kills
COD,
for
bro.
him in the game. Sip had a
Start
phenomenal
watching
time
at
as well,
11.
putting on much more damage than PRED. Sid, you can't underestimate how big those kills were over towards bedroom in that previous round. A phenomenal
Who's that?
game from him and Surge are well and truly back into this game, considering the next map that could potentially be coming up, of course, in Fortress Hardpoint. This one is far, and I mean far from over.
Yeah, that's just the kind of momentum they really need for it. And you are correct. We talked about this before. KD does not mean you are good at Call of Duty. I'm sorry to tell you. Sometimes influential kills, influential spawns, they do matter more. And Sib staying alive in bedroom. It stopped the push. It stopped what may have been the end of the game, depending on how the teams are feeling. But Seattle Surge, they live to fight another day. They get another crack at a hard point.
Just overall, a solid performance. I mean, we knew coming into this that the control was likely going to go over towards Surge. They've looked so good on this mode and on this map in particular. And OpTic Texas, their control is wanting for the most part. It has been a pretty weak thing for them, and We got a good example of that there as Surge will find themselves now back into this series. That was much needed because it was a comfortable win as well. It's the kind of win you want to get yourselves back into this series. Outslayed, outplayed. And the game will go to Surge. And as you mentioned, can't underestimate how big those kills from Sib were. Putting up the best KD in the lobby at a 1.3. So, well, kills don't necessarily mean you're great, but he still puts the best KD up, I see.
Yeah, the game is
About to be a crazy hard point.
Now, servers, let's get into this one. Let's find out. I'm looking, it's ready, here we go.
Orca's hard point's actually kind of entertaining, but there's a lot of horrible spawns. Horrible
As
spawns.
we've already talked about, this map.
Oh, let's
Seattle
go.
Surge.
Let's go.
The numbers say everything points towards a win for their side. We're looking at Hook in this series so far. An absolute phenom. A 1.2 here from Hook. It's something you want to see continue as we head into Fortress. Seattle Surge, their favored map. Can we see a map number 5? Or do OpTic close it out? We'll see them on Sunday.
We're looking for it already. Pred trying to find Shotzi, but Shotzi, of course, gets away from him because that's what he specializes in. And Hugh will get the first kill. Sim will get the trade coming through as well. Hugh gets the second, and Ghosty gets Hook.
What are you needing, brother?
All right. Well, sometimes it works. At the moment, OpTic Texas getting time on P1.
Look about this rotation, accuracy already on his way. To be really careful if you're OpTic Texas earlier today, up against none other than, of course, Atlanta FaZe. The side of Seattle went up a massive 109-1 lead up to P2 and P3, perfect rotations. They're already getting some time over towards P1. OpTic Texas will not be going down to that 109-1 lead. They've got 22 on the board already.
How many fucking
Position for Texas here at the moment. Big chow from
many
Sim.
teammates
Alone,
is
there's
that
no
for
coming
them?
through eventually.
That's a lot.
They're waiting for this one to pop.
I think they're like all from
Seattle's
Ghosty
still not
too.
in
No
position.
bullshit.
Spawn's actually maybe better. They've got nothing, and it is time now for OpTic.
And that was a big kill from Shotzi because now he can get in the maps. He can start to cut off the Mac. We'll shut him down. So OpTic Texas, you're in the position where you're in the back of the map. You can lock it down nicely from here, but Surge in a good position. If they can break, they're in the perfect position to hold it down to P3. But you've got to win some gunfights if you're Surge. They haven't went their way so far.
You got to get past Dashy, Ghosty, and then you got to worry.
Oh, my
Shotzi will go around the flank, and they will do work. Dashy is gunning everything towards him. Shotzi will shoot him in the back.
Jeez.
Finds a second.
Heating
Dashy
up.
on 5. Seattle
Heating
Surge,
up.
nothing since P1.
And that is absolutely perfect from OpTic Texas. There's 15 seconds to play it for here. They're still winning the gunfights. Ghosty all alone. Can he find the kill on the PRED? Yes, he can. That's the scrap time. That's the rotation. It is a monumental spree for the side of OpTic Texas. Unanswered in 15 kills.
Really?
Perfect play into P2, into P3. Not a kill thrown by the wayside.
They are Ghosty out there.
An OpTic resurgence. They're trying to fight for the massive huge kill up top. He only finds one though. Pred will find another. But can he fight Dashy? Not with attack, not at that range, surely. And down he goes. OpTic Texas into P3.
Big lead from
This map is called
Open
Fortress, but
the
that
game
part might as well be.
Vazdev working out for Shotzi as it often does. Dashy, 6-3 for him.
slaying them out,
Continues
bro.
to rack the kills up. Pred will find one. The Seattle Surge
Something we
here.
learned about this map
Is
is
it
like
maybe
you
just
usually come
time
back. You
to
just
work on
trade some
moving
shit.
over towards this next hill? Right now,
Gotta
Shotzi
get
just
the
ain't
choices
missing
on
a
your
bullet.
favor.
Sim will find the kill eventually. And now for Surge, you
They
try
got
and pin them
great
in.
time,
This
bro.
lead
This is a
is
big lead.
absolutely massive for the side of
100-point
OpTic Texas
lead.
already. Perfect, and I mean perfection. From P2 to P3. Seattle Surge have now got an opportunity to force them in, keep them in, as they get time over towards P4.
Pred's doing everything he can, now on a 5 streak himself. The spawn out will come. You can see Hugh has managed to hit the back, and they're going to know this as soon as he finds that first kill. No, actually gets it. Goes and gets Pred. Sim will find Hugh, but they're losing the time that they worked so hard for. And Shotzi guns him. There's nothing here for Seattle Surge. OpTic Texas are running amok on this map.
And Surge getting really unfortunate with that spawn, I'm not going to lie. And then they start spawning
be
back
going game
towards
fire, no
P3.
bullshit.
Everything's coming
Everyone's
up
getting
OpTic Texas
super
right now.
saved.
It is a 120-point lead against Seattle. Hook is trying his best to make this one nice and quick.
Got 100
Pred
points
is
on
just
Fortress,
trying to
bro.
hold
This
on
might
himself
be-
at 10 and 10. But this has been perfect hard points so far from OpTic Texas. The spawns have helped them out, of course. But Pred now just trying to limit this damage. 15 seconds to go. It's already getting to the stage where Seattle have to fight for every single second.
But time and time again, they are getting gunned. They're getting run off of this map. 23 points as we head into P5. And OpTic can taste this victory. They know Sunday awaits. A few kills going down for Seattle Surge. They need this time, they need the next time, and then time after that. But it's always possible.
They have like
The Cruise is
such a
coming
big
in.
lead. I don't know
OpTic
if this
Texas
comeback will
won
happen.
at
Like, it'd have to be
22,
a
they're good.
breakdown.
They've got to be feeling good. The comms
This
will
is
be
such
phenomenal.
crazy
Let's go for a
fucking-
listen in
such a
with
crazy
OpTic
lead.
Texas.
He's absolute bottom maps. Absolute bottom maps.
Yeah, listen, what guys?
Alright, nice. Use one shot. Use one shot.
I'm wrapping P1, I'm wrapping P1.
They're gonna be bottom maps.
1 HP.
Bottom maps. Absolute bottom maps. Absolute. Max. Max bottom maps.
Holding
We
games.
go one's anvil.
Bottom maps,
One's
anvil.
anvil. One's anvil. Bottom maps. One was anvil. One's P3.
I'm holding
One's
bottom maps.
P3.
Let's go bottom maps. Let's go bottom
One's
maps.
P3.
E3.
Go back. Go back.
I'm back P1.
Yeah, we're blocking. Okay,
Yeah, block.
I'm on new. Can somebody back up and block? Okay, bottom maps, bottom maps. I'm blocking. Can somebody get an initial?
I can block.
Okay, can you block? Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get out left, by the way. Where's good?
Alright, where's the credit?
He's absolute bottom maps. Absolute bottom maps.
Yeah, I'm blocking. No. You get out left. Trust me. Not get out left. I'm watching left. I'm watching left. Block. I'm watching left.
Okay.
We're gonna be coming gate, okay, guys?
I have left. Go left.
I need it. I need it over you. Nothing. Wait, it's bottom dark.
You're trying to cross the time.
Stay alive,
Left,
stay alive,
left,
Tyler.
Another one is
Bench,
on time.
bench, let's go bench.
Yo, I'm not blocking.
Gate dead.
Yeah, they be holding them back there. This game is over. They are fucking on them.
Open going. He's going to make it close, I think. They're hitting you.
Red's the only one who's shooting back.
What's up, doubles? Top doubles and backs and top doubles and rotations.
Lamar's one out.
Alright, yo, top doubles and go deep.
I am needing it.
Well, OpTic Texas holding all the spawns, getting all the kills. 198 to 57 as we look towards P2.
OpTic
And a
found some new
potential
life.
for a blowout. It has not been pretty, but it has clean. Shotzi is dancing, Dashi is destroying. And while this will come down and then gets hit as well, they have cleaned them out
Down,
of
yeah,
P2.
it's fucking chalk, bro. It is
massacre.
over. Stop the bleeding. Stop
It is
it.
miserable for Seattle Surge.
It's
OpTic
over.
Texas, the team that people did not think
It
were
is
good
over,
enough
buddy.
to keep pushing forward in the tournament, are sending a statement.
Still time. Seattle Surge should maybe bring this one back, but we've seen some incredible comebacks.
I just don't know how
already
to
this
respawn.
weekend.
Someone got 20
This
kills and
would
then
be
there's like 2 people on this
Who
team
will
like
find
not
the
shooting
gunfight on
back.
the rotation to
Well, I mean,
P3.
everyone has a
That
bad
scrap
game.
time will
I'm
go over
not-
towards Seattle Surge. OpTic Texas
I'm
say,
not trying
hey,
to be
you
hard on
can
no
bloody
one.
have it. The rotation is in. They can win it at P3. Seattle Surge have not shown up yet. PRED's 21 and 17 right now, and they've got 90 points to 214. Kills starting to come through. Can you find a break if you Surge? You must.
They absolutely have to get through. The nade
On this
comes
map,
in,
it should be
triple fight two.
impossible to,
Shotzi,
like,
though, looking for
actually
the
fucking
answer.
throw a
He is
lead.
going to be killed. Now Hugh goes
Again,
for the attack,
again.
and he will get one. Tries to stay alive, falls to PRED as
Like,
well.
Seattle
PRED
literally
going
has to give
hunting
up
at 23
everything
and
to, like,
18. The man is bleeding for
fucking give
help
him
on
off
this
every
map, and nobody is able to match him. And at the moment, Seattle Surge have the time, but they need this, and they need even more.
Accuracy just trying to stay alive. He's got Hook alongside of him though to try and kill him, and then it will
They
be
need to
Sid
fucking
to find
slay
2
them
more.
the fuck out.
Spawn towards the back for Dashi though. There's 20 seconds to play for here, and it's still going to be hotly contested.
I
Accuracy
will
just trying to
let it
survive.
slide for
They
accuracy.
need
You
to
know, it's not
survive.
an AR map, but I
The
mean,
points going over towards
you
OpTic
have the airs
Texas.
on the other team
Rotation
going
on going. Oh my
29,
goodness,
so
Hook! This
I
one
don't
might
know.
be done. OpTic Texas 25 away, scrap time rotation belonging to them. The wind in the sails. Is there a way back for Surge? You
OpTic
need to be
make a
pretty much
loser's run
perfect
today.
every single second that remains on this hard point. OpTic Texas 10 seconds away.
10 seconds till destiny. And Seattle Surge pulls the clock, but
It's
Ghosty
OpTic
continues
versus
to
fucking
rock it up
Vegas
as
Legion,
well
then
in 7
fuck.
seconds. Seattle Surge
That's such a
are not
troll.
there. They are
That's
too
such a
far
troll.
away. And Seattle Surge, we will see you later.
First time I was actually fucking Dashi got hyped. It's fun. This is good for viewership. OpTic's there on Championship Sunday.
OpTic Texas,
I did not think they're gonna make it this far. I'll be quite frank with you.
they do not slowly snake their way forward. They strut, they
Simple-
sprint, and they
fucking simple as full
stride
before you
into
came out,
Sunday.
bro.
The championship
I saw him
right
walk on this
expectant.
stage, he
The
was
crowd is on
tilted.
their feet, and for good reason. It was brutal.
They just beat them to death. That was perfect.
That was a
from
beating,
OpTic,
not
Texas.
even gonna lie.
We talked about their discipline.
They just
we
went
talked
like
about playing together. Those rotations,
Yeah.
that game of hardpoint was sensational. The P2 to P3 in that first rotation was flawless. Everything OpTic did turned to gold. A truly
Hook's just vibing,
magnificent
bro.
performance
Hook's
from the
just
Green
fucking
Wall. They
vibing.
would take a 3-1 victory over Seattle Surge. And honestly, I don't think it matters who they played there. That was domination from the word-go.
There's not a lot that could be done on the side of Seattle Surge. The scoreboard tells the story. Dashi was 21 and 10. The rest of his teammates putting the kills in as well. Duke 25 and 17, 26 and 19 for Shotzi. Doshi still positive. Not a beat missed, not a rotation thrown away, a hold broken. It was close in the series. We thought we would. I actually going to apologize. I thought it was going to be closer than that.
I thought it was going to be a real. I honestly thought Seattle were going to come here look relatively strong. They did against FaZe earlier today, but OpTic Texas turning up in a different kind of way there.
Yeah.
That's a scary performance for everybody else. With this crowd behind them, they keep playing like that. They have as much of a chance as anybody when we're going into Championship Sunday. Absolutely any.
They really do. It has been something that I think a lot of people are now going to be re-evaluating this team. That is the question we were asking. You can beat some of the teams in this tournament and your stock doesn't rise. But you beat Seattle like you just did, and it changes. But let's find out from our main stage. We've got Lando with Dashi.
If you can even hear me, Bryce, I'll tell you what, this crowd is absolutely electric after a W like that, Bruce.
Green wall is different. The green wall is different.
They are indeed, my friend. I got to ask you, man, how does that feel?
These guys are the best. I don't know. You guys are different.
MVP chance, and I tell you what, man, that game for a hardpoint performance was absurd. What, you put up 21 and 10. The entire team was frying. Yeah. That's 5 hardpoint victories in a row for you guys. Is that really the mode that it feels like is progressing you guys, or is it another one?
I feel like we're just translating our practices to our matches now, and I'm just really glad it's playing off. Job's not finished, though. Job is not finished.
The elimination bracket run continues. What, that's London, that's Florida, now it's Seattle. What's the mentality like of the team moving into Championship Sunday?
We're not content with this top 4 placing. I mean, we got our last event, so I mean, we're just trying to improve and trying to do better.
What would you say as you guys go?
What's he looking at down
some
there?
VOD, get ready for tomorrow. What's the #1 focus for you guys moving into whoever it is that you play?
Probably cleaning up our control. I mean, we won every other game mode today, so if we clean up our control, I think we're gonna be good.
Absolutely, man. They love you, Bruce. They love you, man.
That guy's the GOAT right there.
He absolutely is. He got some MVP shirts
That
out here.
fucking pillow, bro. If I see
What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for you
out the
guys
window,
to
bro.
hoist the trophy in front of the Texas fans to do it? And really back-to-back events that you've been in front of the home crowd.
I mean, we're gonna have to give it everything we got. Just obviously play some good COD. I mean, go have some fun. I mean, the green wall is here. I mean, every game's lit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Every game's lit when you're winning.
Trust the fans. What can they expect tomorrow?
Yo, shout out to the green wall. I love you guys. You guys are family to me, so appreciate you guys.
That's going to do it from us here on the main stage. Dashi and OpTic Texas, they get the job done. Desk, take it away, guys.
Going into this series, I said OpTic Texas, they're going to have that bit of a buff right from the green wall, the fans out there, and that buff pushed them forward. They are playing like they have not played before this entire Major 3 qualifiers. They're absolutely incredible, and my lord, Shotzi Hook, I mean, they're just insane.
I mean, I thought they were going to get slammed in that match for Seattle, I'll be honest. I may have underestimated OpTic's ability to learn from their mistakes and play the top-tier competition in our league.
I agree.
Like, what we saw right out the gates in the Hydro, it was beautiful, man. Like, applying pressure on the rotations, still hitting old, but, like, playing your life when you need to. winning that Hydra, then going into that search and destroy, just playing ultra confident the entire time. Sound decisions like so confident. Dashy's charging people with a pistol. OpTic ran through Seattle just now. That was terrifying. The ability these guys have when they're clicking.
And you can see it from the very start. Like you said, they're literally flying at their competition, and they were doing the same thing. You actually, Nameless, you said it. Like, dude, can they continue to do that against Seattle Surge, or will Seattle Surge punish them? Allie, Seattle Surge took a very tough loss, Mat 5, round 11 against FaZe.
Yeah.
I raised the question, is that going to hurt them mentally? I got to be honest with you, coming into this series, they did not look like the same Seattle Surge that played against FaZe.
I also said it, you know, in the sense of I feel like losing that close, I feel like has much bigger of an impact than getting blown out. When you're blown out, you know, to that point, you're like, what could we have possibly have done? But when you go to a game 5 against a team like the Atlanta FaZe, round 11, and it slips out of your fingers when you had the advantage, obviously that's going to have a mental impact. And OpTic Texas just gave them no groom. They gave them no growing pains at all. That first Hydro, some of the Seattle players came out slow. They didn't give any rotations to Seattle. They barely gave them a handful of breaks, and they clutched up in the end with the P2 back-to-backs. And then you move into that search and destroy. They were just running at the likes of Seattle.
Relentless, absolutely relentless. You have to be at this stage in the game. They're now top 4. Let's talk about our scud play of the game. It was Hardpoint on Fortress Study. They were absolutely running through Seattle Surge. I'm telling you, man, this was the most dominant performance we've seen.
I like hearing people talk business like that, you know?
The way that they started off